All right, I hope my voice is coming now. Let me know, please, if you have any difficulty with the sound. We are trying just new software. Peace of Christ, all of you. Is my voice coming? Am I heard? Do we have voice? We have sound. All right. Is the voice clear? Okay, there's any bad noise in the back because I'm using different microphone, different software, everything is different. All right, sound good. I was trying another software. It's called Restream, and looked like that software was not functioning right, So what we can do anyway, I just want to make a short video. And I know you hate this word short video because my short video, it might be like 3 hours maybe. 3 hours maybe, huh? I always would like to warn the Christians about division, right? And you know that I hate division and I fight it, and I believe division is from Satan, has nothing to do with us, and whoever try to play with it, or let us say to use it, he is just being, if he is a Christian, he's a fool. If he is non-Christian, he is trying, divide and conquer, as simple as that. So this is a comment. I don't know if the comment can come clear to you from your side, because I cannot zoom in this software. I cannot zoom really much into it. Let me know if it's really coming fine from your side. So this person, he's a Muslim, and he made a comment saying, this man is not Christian. He is a Roman Catholic. Now, when you see this comment, you right away you think that this is somebody, maybe he is a Protestant, somebody, maybe he's a Christian, but from one of those fools. But if you go down, you will see he attempt to disapprove. He attempt to disapprove true prophet. Do you see it? So he's a Muslim. But what if it is not a Muslim? We understand that a Muslim, he is an antichrist. He hates Christianity and he is fighting Christianity. But what if he is not? What if he is not here exposing himself or his stupidity, and he is making it clear that believe Muhammad is a prophet? How many of you will be fooled to the trap and you will start calling each other names? You know what I mean? No, he's not a Christian. He is a Muslim. It says here he attempt to disapprove Muhammad, that he was a true prophet, and all while he proved himself to be a false prophet. So he's talking about me now. So you see, and doing nothing in bringing lost soul to Jesus Christ. He created all kind of strife between countless Muslims and himself by ridiculing them, cursing at them, and calling them childless, whatever. And he said this is not true Christians who called and they say so. So there is many people, they always try to fool you. The Lord, he said, from their fruits you shall know them. And you know that we made by the Lord hell for sure. Thousands and thousands of Muslims leave Islam. But when people, they speak about the language we speak of, and they try to give us discredit, either based on jealousy or because they are Muslims. In the Bible, we see Jesus, he called his enemy is those who follow Satan. Otherwise, he have no enemies. Hypocrites, liars, snakes, evildoers. I mean, it's endless. And yet somebody he claimed to be Christians. It's coming to you to teach you how Christians can be. The funny is that those people, they laugh at you when you believe in Christ, and the second you start attacking Islam, suddenly you are not a good Christian. So day and night they laugh at you. Day and night they make fun of you believing in Jesus as God. But the second you start putting them in their place, they start saying, this is not how Christians they believe. This is not how a Christian they act. This is not how a Christian talk. But you make fun of us non-stop for believing in Christianity, which is a Christian belief, right? I mean, you want us suddenly to be Christians? Are you so much like in love with the Christianity now? Here you see the hypocrisy and the devilish heart of those people. And you know, because the Muslim, they knew there's a lot of foolish people between us, yet they claim to be Christians, but the devil, he really took over them and over their heart. He knew that by saying he is a Catholic or he is a Protestant, you see, if he knew the majority who was listening, if he knew the majority are Catholic, he would say he's a Protestant. If he knew the majority are Protestant, he would say the Catholic. And he's assuming, because I live in USA, so the majority is Protestant in his, you know, plan. Always ask yourself, it's going to benefit who? If we are divided, who is the one who will really get the benefit? And what we are divided about? You will see a foolish person from both sides. And they even say lies about each other. Like some Catholic, they say the Protestant, they will not go to heaven, as if they are, you know, the ones who says that, as if they own the key and they are God, you know, they start giving the keys like the Khomeini. And the same from the side of the Protestant. And we are fighting those stupid people. Those are literally stupid. And they are both working against the Bible. Jesus said, whoever believe in me and die, he will live. So believe in what? Believe in the Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit. Believe in the crucifixion of Jesus. Believe in the coming back of Jesus. Believe in the day of resurrection. Believe that not everyone says to me, Lord, Lord, will enter the kingdom of my Father, but the one who do his will. Jesus never mentioned to you to be Catholic or Protestant. Those are names you came with. Or Orthodox. And they have nothing to do with the Christ order. Jesus, he said to his disciples, go and teach. He did not say go teach even any sect, just go teach. And the Bible says it clearly that this is the scriptures, and as long as they believe in the scriptures, who are you? See, if somebody he come with a new ideas or new belief, like Jehovah's Witnesses, obviously they are not Christians. They believe that Jesus is an angel and there's many gods, and God is just a God, you know. So obviously those are just a scam. But if somebody believe in God the Father, God the Son, believe that God is love, believe that God he ordered us to love our enemy, And then we cannot even love a Christian. He go to different church. What kind of a Christian you are and who you are following exactly, right? Who's your Lord? You know, when we go and read the story, when Jesus, he went to the bazaar, which is a temple, sadly, a temple which became a bazaar because people are doing business, you know, people doing business. So he went to the temple and he saw the temple become a bazaar. And what people are doing in the bazaar? Buying and selling. And this day nothing changed. Until now, religion is business, buying and selling. And there is many who they are evildoers. They look for opportunity. They can be priests, they can be bishops, they can whatever they, you know, they can be. So they look for opportunity of a business where we can invest. You see, in the time of the communist, many of those who claim to be believers, they joined the communist because now we have a new rules, we have a new, we have to make living, we have to make business where we can flourish, where we can go high, where we can control. So we got rid of Christianity and now we go and we become atheist and we are communist. When communism is gone, you will see all of those ones who they are in charge, not, I'm talking about normal people who've been forced to, suddenly they became believers. Like Putin. Putin was a KGB, right? He was a KGB. Do you know what KGB? That's mean this guy is not only tested to be a communist, he is the communist. The communism time is over. Putin, he wear a cross. He go to the church because now everything changed. The believers can decide my fate if I can be a president or not. So I have to convince them and I have to make them believe that I am a believer. And this is just an example of people who fool you or try to fool you. All of us, we knew. Not everyone says to you, Lord, Lord, will enter the kingdom of my Father, but the one who do his will. And the one who slaughter people, kill people, he is not doing the will of the Lord. And not only he is slaughtering people, he is slaughtering Christians. You see, already we have some people in the chat, they are spreading lies and they are trying to divide you, right? They are there. They are in front of you. They love to divide you. They are evildoers. They are evildoers. And even they might be even Muslims trying to divide you. And if you are a fool, you will go. You know, if you are a fool, you will go for it. So I wanted to warn you not to let the foolish one, if a foolish one can fool you, how foolish are you? You know what I mean? If a foolish man can fool you, how fool are you? Always think about those who try to spread division. What is exactly trying to accomplish? Are they trying to say there's a certain church will take you to heaven and there's other church will not? That's false. Christianity is a belief of individual, not a belief of a group. Each one of you, he have a name in the front of the Lord. And each one of you, he have his resume is given to the Lord by your hand. And he don't care, trust me, if you go to the Catholic Church or a Protestant church, or even if you go to a church or not. Because who said if you go to church you are a good person, right? Christianity is not ritual. Christianity is not a bishop or a priest. Christianity is a belief. And those who believe in Christ are the one they will be saved, not the one who go at a certain church. When Christ he taught or he called people certain words, sons of snakes, serpent, evil, hypocrites, liars, Satan is your father, and then you will see somebody coming here to school you about how you talk. Obviously, if he is a Christian, and this guy obviously not a Christian, if he is a Christian, he never opened the Bible. God curse those who don't follow him. God destroy the Jews when they don't follow him. God leave his protection from those who don't follow him, which is one more important. Always the smart evil, I call them smart evil because their smart is evil. They are smart, but their smartness is evil. They try to, defeat you by their intellect or intelligence because you are a fool. And sure, when I say you are a fool, I'm talking to those who they fell into the division trap. If I see somebody is a priest from any church, what is exactly I'm looking for? What exactly I'm looking for? I look for how much he is following the Bible. If you have a picture behind him, well, all of you have pictures behind you. If you say this is sin and this is wrong, I agree. I don't believe in those pictures. But even those pictures, not because he's bad, but because the good heart he have in his heart, and this is the understanding for the scriptures. He have his way to respond to that. You might not agree, but for him, he's right. But if God he forgive us, and he forgave a woman who was doing and committing adultery, and even she was a prostitute, is that really what will make us go to hell because we have a picture? If God, the Lord, the Messiah, he promised a person who was next to him in the cross, and obviously he was a criminal, because they crucify only somebody did something big, and Jesus he committed a crime for them, even though the crime doesn't exist. He claimed to be God. So that person is not a person claiming to be God. That a person who is doing a crime, and his crime is big to the point deserve crucifixion. Yet the Lord he promised him to be in heaven, for he believed. So what make you go to heaven, what make you go to Christ, is you believing, not you belong to a church. This person in the cross, he never even stand for a second in a church. He did not even get baptism. But in the cross, he believed in Jesus. So I want you always to remember that, and not to let the foolish ones control your mind and your heart. There's a lot of liars, and the liars is the biggest business these days. Anyone have a question? Exactly. Following Jesus is not a religion. Following Jesus is not a religion. You're following Jesus, not a religion. The second you start dividing yourself with the foolishness of mankind, which exists all over, that's mean you are not following Jesus. Really, you are just following your ideas of Jesus. It's not you who give a key to heaven. It's not you who send people to hell. Right? And always ask yourself a very simple question. Who is going to get the benefit of the Christian being divided? And when I say the word Christian, remember that when Christian Prince he say Christian, he mean all Christians. There's nothing for me. It's called Catholic or Protestant or Orthodox. This is the only word in the Bible, and I don't accept any other word. This is the only word in the Bible. And if we are really people who follow the scriptures, then we should call ourselves Christians. Doesn't matter if you are Catholic or Protestant or Orthodox. So avoid using those words. Take my advice. We don't belong to those words. We belong to Christ. So we call ourselves Christian. What's my name? Christian Prince. If there's a better name than being Christian, so remember always not to fall into the trap. Do we have any question, guys? And I apologize. I was trying to put this short live stream, and look how not many people are here, but it's okay. And I'm sure many they will try to say bad things in the comment, and we will not allow them. The vision is satanic. It doesn't matter it's coming from who. If it comes from me ever one day, remember that if I am the one who dividing the Christians, that's mean at that moment I'm not serving Jesus, I'm serving the devil. If I start dividing the Christians, is it possible for a Christian to the call? Actually, I don't know. I mean, here this program I'm using is a new. Let me see if I can activate this calling issue. This is like let us see here. It says invite. Okay. Well, yeah, we can. I mean, this is like a free trial. This is not like paid one. I'm just trying to see which 3D software function correctly. Obviously, some of them already fail. And let me post the link here. You can call me, but be sure, because I never use this one. I don't know how it works. Be sure you can, you can disable your camera. Disable your camera, and unless like you like to be in the camera, so like mute your camera or stop your camera, whatever you want to do. This is your business. And I think now actually, because we are sharing the screen, I don't think the camera will be open, but we will see. The Islamic cult, it's not even a cult, it's just a stupid a horny sexual nude beach, like those nude beach. It's a nude beach. If I become a Christian, which one? Okay, Mr. Abdullah saying, Harun Abdullah, if I become a Christian, which one of the 1 million sect should I choose? Well, I don't know. You are saying 1 million sect look like your false prophet. He lied, because according to your prophet, false prophet, The most divided one will be the Muslims. The most divided one is the Muslims. According to your false prophet, we will be 71 sect. The Muslim will be 73. So when you say such a statement, is additional proof that you are a fraud like your prophet, and you are a liar, and you are trying to make a mockery, but your mockery is not working. Your mockery is not working. Let us show you. Is that your prophet saying those statement, or this is a fabrication? Read and love. Your prophet said that my people will be 73 sect. The Christian and the Jews, they will be 71, 72. Do you see it? So which sect, if somebody want to go to Islam? And by the way, you just said a million, so your prophet is a liar again. You cannot trust Muhammad, can't you? You said a million. An admin, if somebody use a bad language, just to block him. Don't even give a warning. Do you see it, Abdul? I don't know. Is the text, guys, you can read it, or it's small? Let me see if I zoom in. Is it clear? I'm not sure. Let me see if I change the shape. I guess that is not changing anything. That will work. That will be better, maybe. All right, that's a better thing. Bingo. So do you see what your prophet said? So when the Muslim, they try to make a mockery about division, we just said that any sect in Christianity is not really important. What is important is to follow Jesus. What is important is to follow Jesus. But in your religion, there is only one sect out of 73 will go to heaven, the rest will go to hell. Do you see it? Jesus never spoke of such a thing. So you just got yourself busted, Abdul. Now it is your problem, it's your religion, and what you can do about it. You have now 73 sect, and you need to figure out which one is the one which can be good for you. How in the world that can be from God? And what kind of a prophet? He come with such a solution, saying, well, you know what, there is 73 sect, my people will be, only one of them is going to go to heaven. And now each one of them, he claimed that he is the one. But in Christianity, as you see, we cannot do that. In Christianity, there's no base of a sect. Nobody can claim a sect. For Jesus says, whoever believe in me, and whoever goes for all ethnic, all languages, all colors, black, white, Asian, etc. But in your religion, you have a problem. Do you see how easy to refute the lies of the Mohammedan? Guys, can you read the text? Can you read the chat? Is the chat is easy to read, or still not good for you? Let me look in my phone to see how it's working. I guess if I make it in the phone, it's still a little bit small, but you can read it. All right, that's good. Well, we are using a free version of the software, and I guess they are not giving us now for broadcast the best resolution. Okay, we have somebody actually try to call. and I dropped him. I did not notice him. Try to call me again. Let us see if we can have you. Did Abdullah answer? Or Abdullah, he took a hike after he discovered that it is his religion who believe in sect, and one sect only will go to heaven, the rest will go to hell. And the funny is, this Muhammad, he says stupid things nobody can even accept for a second. As an example, in the Quran he said, oh, those who do good deeds, they will go to heaven. And then he says my nation will be 73 sect. One of them will go to heaven. So now there is 73 sect, they are doing good deed. Each one of them, he think he's going to go to heaven, where the boobies are waiting, and women with nice legs and bums are waiting, and boys, child abuse in heaven of Allah. Right? Any Muhammadan? Who gagged hadith, da'if or sahih? Well, this is the Muslim today. They are trying to avoid embarrassment. So, you know, if something look like, this is something new actually, you know, you see, because 300 years after Muhammad, almost 300 years, Al-Bukhari is written, you know, and Al-Bukhari, it's called Sahih Al-Bukhari. So what does that mean? It's mean that the Muslim, they decide, or one of the scholars, is a name Al-Bukhari, very trustworthy by the Muslims, he decided to collect hadith, put them in a book, and everything there is Sahih. However, the Sahih books are 6 books. They are not one. Not only Al-Bukhari. You see this one? This is Sunan Abi Dawud. This is one of the Sahih hadith book. So according to the Muslim Sunni, there is like 6 author have 6 books, and the books is not just a book, you know, it's many books, you know, but they call it the book of Al-Bukhari, but the book of Al-Bukhari have many books, or Abi Majah, Abi Dawud, or etc. So each author, he have many books, and those books contain the authentic one. But now, even the authentic one, because they are in embarrassment, the Muslim, they try to get rid of them. You got my point? You know, for us, we don't have authentic Jesus and fake Jesus. We have always authentic Jesus. We don't have authentic and not authentic. The Bible is, which is approved by all the churches, is very authentic for us. We don't have da'if. You see, if a book rejected, it's rejected. Like the Mohammedan, they say to you, why the Christian don't accept the book? It's called Book of Barnabas. Not Barnabas, the one we knew. This is different Barnabas, who is exist maybe 900 years after Jesus. Will you Muslim, do you accept it? They will say no. Why will accept it us, you know? And our scriptures, not only written in books. You see, the beauty of arts, like here we talk about arts. We spoke about arts before, like icons, how icons, you know, icons is good to preserve history as an art or history record, but we don't worship icons. We don't worship pictures. But icons, the best about them, we have now icons goes back to the time almost of Jesus, or 100 years after Jesus. The mosaic, which is an art made by rocks, describing the crucifixion of Jesus, the person who carried Jesus, Peter denying Jesus. So the Bible actually preserved not only by writing, we have even more strong than writing, because you see, the earlier Christians, they were poor people, and they were writing in a material which is cheap, not leather, which was a material only very rich people, very, not just rich, they can afford it. Islam as a religion or cult established right away, they became a kingdom, and right away they have a lot of money. They stole all the money of the Jews. They have gold and silver and millions of slaves. So even though they have all the leather to write on, they don't have the Quran until now. Not a Muslim, he have the Quran. So the Muslims now, they are living in a confusion about what is authentic and what is not. And if this is the case, then how we can you anything about Islam to be authentic? If it's possible for me today to say what Muhammad said, he did not say that. And then everyone, depend in what he like, he say this is accepted or this is not accepted. So how we can follow Islam? How we can follow Islam? As you see, Muhammad now saying, my nation will be 73 sect, and still he called them my nation, which means all the Muslims. But one of them will go to heaven. And now what is the difference between them? I don't accept this hadith, I don't accept this interpretation, I don't accept this, etc. I don't accept what you are saying. So now Islam then Islam did not become a solution to go to heaven. Islam became a delusion, if it was not a delusion from the beginning. Because as you see, you join Islam now, you are joining an opportunity of 72 cult, plus one is not a cult. How you know which one? And this is all by the question of Mr. Abdullah, who asked us the question, which is very good. How I can join any cult of those? Which cult? If we ask the Muslim, which one of those cults is the Muslim one? We don't know what to say. You know? Which one of those cults is the one you Muslims you want? And you know, when we speak with reference and proof, not like them when they scream and shout and they claim that they have God. You don't have a God. You Muslims don't have a God. You never had one. And the proof of that, when you say you believe in Tawheed, how you believe in God, one God, you believe in Tawheed in the same time? How that work? Tawheed is a word mean unification, and then yet they say to you, we believe in one God. So how it is one God, and then this God is many gods? Because you just said I believe in Tawheed. You want to unify gods. And you know, even when a Muslim he says one, you see in the Bible it does not say the word one, it says echad. Echad is different from one. One is a number. And the second a Muslim he used the word one, which is a number. You ask him, is one is something created or not created? And then right away the Muslim, they will not accept to say one. They will say, oh no, this is not what we meant. No. Is Allah is one? Is one is a created or uncreated? Is two is it created or not created? And then if we want to talk about created, not created, we will leave and we will arrive to the Quran, which the Muslim believe is not created. Yeah, actually, one of you he tried to call me, but I guess he waited for long. And this is if somebody want to call, especially if he's a Muslim, I will take you for a snack. The Arabian Prophet, of course, One is not a created. God is one. That's funny. I'm asking about the one, the number. I mean, this is funny. You Muslim, you say God is one. One is a number, and this is a created number. If there is something exist, really, it's called one. Let us see. We have a great Muslim. Hello. Hello. Are you there? I don't know if he's talking. I hear nothing. Is he talking, guys? Ah, his mic is muted, it says. And a mute mic. Let us see, different person. I don't know. Hello? Tracy, do you hear me?
Oh, hi. Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah.
All right. How are you doing?
Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah.
Yeah, your camera is on, just to let you know.
Yeah, but it's on the roof.
All right. I like your roof, by the way. It's a nice roof. Okay.
Yeah, you said not to put it on, so I didn't put it on.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I'm just joking with you.
Okay. So, what can I ask? Can I ask something about the Muslims or something about Christianity?
Whatever you like, go ahead.
Right. Sorry. What bothers me when I've listened to you for about 2 years now, I'm one of the later ones coming to your show, is the fact that the ones that can speak Arabic like you, the ones that know all the things like you can see and you know, and do they conceal it from the Muslims that don't know Arabic and hide all these horrible things that Muhammad was not a good person? Do you know what I mean?
In the Middle East, if you live in the Middle East, who dare even to question or to say yes or no?
Yeah, but
or
here
even
as
to,
well. Here
huh?
too, like in the UK and America and
Yeah, still the Muslim community, most of Muslims, they live between Muslims. So if the more Muslims they come to the country, the more people they fear for anything. Like a guy, he hang a sign in his store in England. I don't know, I remember the story. Like it says Merry Christmas. They came, and he's a Muslim. The Muslim, they came to his store, they threatened him.
right.
And I don't remember the rest of the story. Maybe you can remember it. But so you think that the Muslim now, he live in the West, but especially in countries where the government is not tough. There's no government actually in UK. I mean, the police there is useless.
Yeah, I know.
We saw how Muslims, they attack the guy. His name
The umbrella
Mufti
guy.
Abu Harith. What's his name?
The umbrella guy.
The umbrella guy. Correct. Exactly.
Yeah.
They attack him in his house, and none of those people get arrested.
Yeah.
This is telling you what kind of government you have and what kind of very filthy, stupid, ugly situation.
So do they keep them sort of dumb, like not allowing them to know the true meaning of the text, and you know how you go into it all and all the awful stuff, and do
There
they
is
keep
fear.
them?
Fear is number one. Number two, money.
Yeah.
You see, most of Muslims, they do business together,
Yeah.
and if you lose your place in the community, they will cast you out. This is in case they do not harm you physically. So there is many things will be to fear. However, still there's a lot of people, they are brave, and they say, you know what, the world is big, I can live without them, and I will stay away from them. So they just move different location where they are not known, and they live with the community, and they will be happy in their life. So depend on the person how much he is willing to sacrifice in order to gain, to gain salvation. Some they say, well, who care, and I don't believe, but let them call me Muslims. So he's like he's an atheist in his heart, but what he can do, let them call me Muslims.
I just want to say that since I've listened to you, I've learned like loads. Also a change in mindset on a lot of things as well. Like especially when they get saved on your, like that's what always made me come back to your live, when the ones that did listen to what you had to say and came out of the cult. So I think you're doing a great job.
See, many of Muslims, they don't say on mic they left Islam. Actually they text me and they say to me, please, I don't want to say it loud, I don't want to say it by my voice. So many of them, after even they call, they text me, they say you are right, but I don't want to be recorded, and I don't want to to say it with my voice, because Islam is very peaceful religion. So a lot of people leave Islam. Islam is collapsing. We saw the video of Yasser Qadi just yesterday, right?
Yeah.
And Yasser Qadi was speaking about crisis. He did not say some people leave. He said the crisis, and the crisis is our children are leaving, and he's not talking about one or two. When you say crisis, it's like speaking about pandemic or something huge, big. So when they speak about crisis of leaving Islam, and this is between each other, you see, if a Muslim he speak to me, he would deny. He would say nobody leave Islam, But now they are in the mosque speaking to each other. So now they admit the crisis that people are leaving. Islam is a stupid cult. It doesn't matter how much they try to defend. But as I said, depend on the person how much he is willing to leave behind and move on, or he want to stay, where he is, even though he don't believe in. But as you see, most of Muslims really they don't believe. All Muslims they listen to music. All Muslims they watch movies. All Muslims they play music. All Muslims they have even I don't want to go like in details, but they do everything which is not Islamic, and then they claim to be Muslims. Like this guy Mimi Hijab, he was interviewing Yasser Qadi, but he was wearing a jeans, and the jeans have holes like those fashion, for the boys, like a boy, I mean, how in the world you claim to be a person who, trying to invite people to Islam, and then you are wearing a jeans made in America or in China, and have holes in it to be fashionable, and then when you want to strike against the Chinese, a day before he shaved his hair, the chest of, the hair of his chest.
Yeah, I've seen that.
And then he take off his T-shirt, and the T-shirt is wearing, it's made in China. So, they are just hypocrite. Those are making business, and a lot of money. And, thanks to David Wood, this guy, he became a businessman, and now he is famous. David Wood, he debate people, he made them famous.
Yes, I know. Yeah. Well, I tell everyone about you. I was actually speaking about you last night to my sisters. We pray for you as well. And you're the only person that can make me laugh. Honestly,
It's not me who make you laugh. It is the stupid Muhammad. All right, sister. There is somebody waiting. Thank you very much. You can call again. You can call again if you want to. Thank you very much. Yeah, take care. All right, we have another guest. We have the Amin. All right, how are you, my friend?
Hey, I'm doing good, CP. How are you doing?
Fine. As long as I don't have wives and 4 wives and 4 mother-in-law, I'm safe and secure.
That's funny. That's good. That's good. I won't keep you long. I just had a quick question for you. The other day, I was debating I guess like a prominent Muslim apologist. He was one of what's his guy's name? Shabir Ali. He was one of his like students or whatever. And he came on because I was talking about how, like the Bible, instead of us trying to prove that the Bible is not corrupt with like Dead Sea Scrolls and stuff like that, and just history, because Muslims don't care about history apparently, that we can actually prove it from the Qur'an. Because it says Musaddiqun lima baina yadehi, like
exactly
it was between their hands, right? So I was saying that, and he came in, and I started saying, well, you know, if the Quran is so perfectly preserved, why do we have hadith that say like there was verses of breastfeeding or of stoning, right? I think it was where it says, this is Sahih al-Bukhari 6829. It says, I'm afraid that after a long time has passed, people may say we do not find the verses of the Rajam, stoning to death, in the holy book.
Exactly.
So, and then I brought up the hadith where it says, Sunan ibn Majah 1944, it says the verse of stoning, right, and of breastfeeding an adult 10 times was revealed, and the paper was with me under my pillow. And this is, of course, like, you know, it was preserved in the belly of the goat, as you say sometimes, which is true.
Yeah.
So the question I have here is, his rebuttal to this was, well, there were different types of wahi that were revealed, and not all of it was supposed to be in the Quran. But I'm just like, okay, there was also, it was revealed, like Zayd bin Thabit was commissioned by Abu Bakr to go and collect the various verses, and those were in the Quran. So how do you know? It's like there's so many different excuses that they make. The question is, this verse was supposed to be in the Quran. It even says it in the Hadith, but it's like, what do you say to them when it's obvious that they're lying? And the Muslims, because they look up to these people, they just believe everything that they say, even when you continually prove to them that what they're saying is not true. Like how do you combat something like that? It's very frustrating.
Well, you know, first of all, Shabir Ali is not a legitimate teacher to be considered as a teacher, you know, and nobody considers him as a teacher. But, you know, these days it's a business. You grow a beard and then business is good, right?
Right.
Like Shabir Ali, he was quoting the miracle of number 19, if you remember. Mm-hmm. And I challenged him to count the words in the verse he quoted while he was speaking to David Wood. He mentioned them. But David Wood do not know Arabic, and he's not really a good debater. So he let him, like, why you don't ask him to count it right now? Count it, let us see if they are what he said, the number he said. So, you know, Muslims, as long as they survive a debate, you know, they did not get humiliated. Muslim, they follow them because they are defending the faith anyway, right. Not because they are really like superb, smart, intelligent. And this is why they avoid to come to me. And Shabir Ali, you remember, I don't know if you saw the video. You know, we supposedly we will go and debate, and then he ran away. He bought my books. Right. Actually, I saw him myself. He bought my books. And then a few days after, he contacted ABN TV and he says, I apologize, I cannot do because I'm busy with my PhD. And since then, Shabir Ali is doing his PhD. And he will never finish, you know? Right. And this is the case for the rest of them. However, all the Muslims, I show them now, right now, a video of Shabir Ali saying something, embarrassment, the Muslims themselves, they will say, Shabir Ali is not God, and he is not a scholar. The same for Yasser Qadi. Yasser Qadi was their master. You know, I mean, Mimi Hijab, he keep inviting him for interview. He shake, ya shake, ya shake, and he's asking him a question. You don't bring a person for interview if he's nobody, you know, right. And you are the one that's asking the question, and he is the one who gave the answer. Obviously, he's a higher authority than you. So he was their sheikh until he shake their faith. And the second he said there is holes in the narrative, they flip upside on him and they start cursing him, and he is not a Muslim. And I will not be surprised if they say one day that he was paid by the Jews, you know. So they don't really, the Muslims, they are people who they are trying to cover the holes in the narrative. And any of their scholar, he says something, expose those holes, they wash their hand from him. As long as he is doing good to lie to the Christians, he is good. The second he got busted, we don't know him. And look, there's a Muslim, he said in the chat, he said Hadith is not God. Right. Hadith is not God. But if Hadith is not God, how come Islam cannot be completed without the Hadith?
Exactly.
Isn't it the Quran says that the best of the Hadith is the Quran? So if Hadith is not God, why Allah he make Hadith? Why his prophet make Hadith? And why you Muslims go by the Hadith against the Quran?
Right. There's also, like, when they use that argument, I always ask them like, okay, well, if you don't want to go to the hadith, like for instance, if you the verse, I think it's Sunan Abu Dawud 44:49, where it says that Muhammad swore on the Torah, and they say, well, you know, this is graded Hassan by Al-Albani, but you know, the chain is weak, or you know, there's an issue in the chain, and I'm just like, okay, well, we can also go to like Surat Rasulullah, like it also says that Muhammad swore on the Torah, and then they say, well, you know, that was, you know, there was issues with that biography, and then I say, okay, well, let's just go to the Quran, Surah 3, verse 3, and like I said earlier, Musaddiqun lima bayna yadayhi, it says it right there that like Muhammad had the Torah with him, and they say, yeah, but you know, it was the Torah at that time, and I'm just like, okay, well, so you're saying that the Bible's corrupt now? They say yes. I say, well, how do you know that the Bible is corrupt now if you don't have the original to compare it to? I mean, obviously, Muhammad wasn't reading the Torah and the Injil, because if you just go to the Quran, it says that, I think it's Surah 10, verse 94, it says that Muhammad couldn't read or write. So it's not like he's reading the Torah and the Injil and saying, hey, you know, this is wrong, that's wrong, this is what it's supposed to say. It's like you keep bringing things up to them and they just have excuse after excuse after excuse. There's even a hadith, I think it's Sahih al-Bukhari 74:39. It's talking about like the shin of Allah. And in that like narration, there's a section in there where it's all like, something will be said that this came from your Lord. And then the Muslims will say, this did not come from Allah. It's like, even if Allah himself was to give you hadith or was to give you a narration, you guys say it's weak. It's like, it's frustrating having to deal with it over and over again. And I was just curious as to like, you know, what you would say about how to deal with some of that to get people to understand the ridiculousness of this religion. And you did a good job explaining it.
When a Muslim, he says something to you, use their words against them. So let us say, as you said, they say to you, in the time of Muhammad, right, the Torah was not corrupt. But the Muslim, they claim that Allah, he sent Muhammad because the Torah and the Bible is corrupt. So if in his time the Torah and the gospel is not corrupt, then there is no reason for Muhammad to come. Secondly, the reason the Muslim, they say that the Torah and the Bible is corrupt, they say, the Quran says, يُحَرِّفُونَ الْكَلَمَ عَنْ مَوَاضِعِهِ. Okay. So they change the location of words, and the word yuharrif is coming from corruptions, actually. But the Quran speaks about a kind of corruption which is very weird, which is changing the location of the word, right? Okay. So the Quran says in chapter 4, verse number 46, مِنَ الَّذِينَ هَادُوا يُحَرِّفُونَ الْكَلَمَ عَنْ مَوَاضِعِهِ. So from those who they are Jews, some of them, not all of them, they change the location of the words from its location,
from their places. Yeah.
So how Muhammad, he swear by the book which they say to you in their time to be accurate, yet the Quran says that some of the Jews, you see the translation is false, by the way. You see here it says they pervert words of their meaning. You know, the story what happened, Muhammad, he was the same, actually the same story here you see in about Muhammad, he had taken an oath. If you read the story behind this, you will see supposedly a Jew, he placed his finger over the stoning to death. He did not take the words, he did not rip the page. They are reading the same page.
That's actually insert. If you go back 3 hadith, Sunan Abu Dawud 44:46, you see the story there where he tries to cover it, but then Muhammad says, move your hand.
And here you ask yourself, how this guy, he did not know how to read Arabic, and now he is reading Hebrew. You know, so Islam is a very stupid religion, my friend. Just listen to what they say and use it. This is my advice for other Christians. You know, you sound like you are doing a good job, like you are learning, and you know, and you have a good memory. So listen to what they say, let them throw rocks at you, and then collect them and throw them back. Use their rocks, don't use your own.
Right.
Let the Muslim say what he want to say, and this is why they don't dare to debate me, because I use what they say, and after they say it, I say, are you sure? And the second you say, are you sure, Muhammad, and he take a hike. So I stopped using it. Actually, I'm not using I sure no more. I try to forget about it, because he knew now, based on their experience, When I say that, are you sure? That's mean the trap is ready, and now we will put you in the cage. So Islam is just a stupid silly cult. And then if we ask the Muslims, okay, Muhammad was sent by Allah, what is the purpose?
Right.
If he say to you to correct the teaching, well, Jesus says love your enemy. I mean, why the Christian they will make this up? Jesus says if somebody hit your right cheek, give him the other one. Why the Christian they will? I mean, who like those things? We don't like it really, actually. I mean, if somebody hit me, I will hit him back, right? I mean, this is very hard. This is very tough. Who of us, you know, like to just forgive everybody? Everybody you see, anyone do harm for you, forgive. This is this Christianity. So if Muhammad he came to correct, well, he should follow the steps of Jesus. When Jesus, why the Christian they will say one woman, men they like to have many of them they like. There's men they sleep with women every day and every new day. This is why, you know, they wanna date, or you know, they are. So why a Christian man wanna corrupt a book and say you marry only one?
Right.
And then why Muhammad, who is claiming to be a messenger of Allah, and Allah is teaching ethic, then the ethic says you can have 4, but Muhammad is over the ethic.
11.
And Muhammad, he can do as he wish. He can divorce as he wish. He have unlimited, the booty is as he wish. He don't even need to pay dowry for women. So everything about him is exception. And all cult leaders, they share one thing. They want your money and your women. All of them. Even if they are claiming to be Christian, like a Christian priest. You know, he claimed to be Christian, but maybe he's a child molester like Muhammad. So even that, we will find it in Muhammad. If we find the priest, he is a money worshipper, so he claimed to be servant of God, but yet he have a very, you know, he want to buy a jet for himself, like Mr. Dollar, you know. So he want to buy a jet for himself, and you have to donate for me so I can buy the jet, because the Lord told me. Who is going to believe in such a garbage? People are dying in Africa, right? If you have extra money, you know, the jet will not do anything to God, will not do anything to any of us. If you have extra money to the point you can buy an airplane, well, what about you feed maybe 1 million child in Africa who they are dying from hunger? So you know them from their fruits. And the Bible have, this is the golden rule. Muhammad the fruits is extremely ugly, disgusting, evil, sexually, 0 ethic, money, 0 ethic, trustworthy, 0 ethic. How many Muslims they say to us Muhammad is a trustworthy? How he is a trustworthy, and then he break the agreement he made with the disbelievers. He go to his own son wife when the husband is not there, and in their books, this is not a Jewish article, not a Christian article, in their books they say the prophet he flirt with her. In their book it says that Allah says to him, why you are hiding what is in your heart for the women? I mean, have you ever heard of a God he encouraged a man to have lust to a woman she is not his? And why Muhammad he need this woman? Already he have many wives. So what is the purpose? Nothing, except he's lost. So Muhammad, he is the God of Islam, and he is trying to make himself supreme. He changed his name from Qasim to Muhammad. Muhammad means the praised one.
Right.
So the Muslim they claim they worship God. If Muhammad is the praised one, who is the praised to? Allah. You know, the Muslim they say the one, number one. Allah is one, right? But who is the praised one? It's not Allah. It is Muhammad. This is his name. This is a name should be given to God, not to a man.
You know, it's interesting. Like when you just, I'm thinking about what you said in reference to that. Like his real name is Qasim. And it's like the Muslims, and this will be the last thing I say, because I know there might be some other people waiting. And I appreciate you taking my call. But it's like when you said like, hey, like just listen to what they say, because common sense will just help you to understand falsehood from the truth. It's like they say, like Muhammad's name is in the Bible. For one, if the Bible's corrupt, how is Muhammad's name going to be in there? Like, how do you know that that's not corrupt? But if Muhammad's name is Qasim and it's not Muhammad, then it's like, okay, well, they say, see, like in Song of Solomon, this is Mohammedan or whatever, that proves that it's Muhammad. But I'm like, but his name is Qasim. So it's like, if Muhammad's name is in there, shouldn't his real name be in the Quran? Or like, it's crazy. Like even the Muslims say, well, Jesus spoke Aramaic. Just using common sense, it's like, okay, if Jesus spoke Aramaic, why don't you have the original in Aramaic? It's like, okay, if you go to Surah 19, verse 33, it's Jesus is speaking here. Isa, the Fortnite Jesus, their imitation of Jesus. Jesus is speaking and he says, blessed be the day that I was born and the day I die. So then I say, well, Jesus spoke Aramaic, right? They say, yes. I said, well, this is in Arabic. I'm like, if you guys are so stringent about the language, why is Muhammad not quoting this in Aramaic? Why is he translating it? So translations are good for you, but Allah can translate stuff for the Quran, but he can't translate it for the Bible. It's like you said, like you just think about what they say and it's just pure insanity. It doesn't make any sense. I don't know why anybody wants to be a Muslim. It's a very weird religion.
What about Allah? He translated the language of the ant. You know, and Sulaiman, he learned the language of the birds, yet he understand the ant. And by the way, the other day I went in my yard and I saw an ant. I tried to communicate with her. You know, I said, did you know Sulaiman? Have you ever met him? Like your friends, your cousin, your grandma, she told you about Sulaiman. If you know anything, just let me know. But let me ask you, say something to you before you go. In chapter 61, verse number 6, the Quran says that in the Bible, the name should appear is Ahmad, not Muhammad. And if they say it's the same, no, it's not the same. Otherwise, it's going to be Muhammad. You see, it's a name. You see, in your name have letters, and you cannot change them. So, according to the Quran, the one who will appear is Ahmad and Muhammad. Then you ask questions. Why Muhammad in his time did not say to the Christians, as long he's taken oath in it, open this chapter, read my name. You know what I mean?
All right.
As long the Muslims are sure, and we show the hadith where Muhammad swear by it. All what you need to do, say, okay, you know what? Let us open this chapter. You will find me there. He did not ever do that because he knew he's a fraud. So why he is worried about the stoning to death when he himself he lost it? In the same time, he could not say to the Jews, here we go, there's a verse about me. So we wait 1400 years until somebody, his name is Didat, he learned from somebody Mohammedan, which is very funny, and then suddenly praised one in the Bible is all over the Bible, not only in one place. The word praised one is all over,
right?
You know, so if every word means praise, it goes back to Muhammad. This is their madness. But the Bible says it clearly that we have to examine the prophet. There is two exams. The one about prophesying in the name of a false god, and the prophesy which never happened. So if you prophesy in the name of false god, and even if your prophecy happened, you are a false prophet. If you prophesy in the name of the true God, let us say Yahweh, yet your prophecy came false, you're false. Muhammad had both. Muhammad, he prophesied in the name of a false god, and all his prophecy, not a single one, and I changed the Muslim to prove me wrong, came to be true. All right, my friend, thank you very much for being here, and I'm glad to know you and to have you. You are a smart person, I can tell, and I encourage you to study more so you can defeat their lies.
Okay, thank you so much. All right, thank you.
Always use their logic, and this is the easiest way to destroy them. Let them say, let them speak. You know, the more they speak, the more they dig in the ground. They dig a big hole. The bigger the hole, the better.
Yes,
all
sir.
right, take care, my friend.
Bye-bye.
God bless you. Bye-bye. All right, we have another person. Let us see. Hello. Oh, I did the wrong person, sorry. Hello.
Beep Bob Boop, how you doing?
What is that?
How you doing?
I'm fine. Go ahead. What do you want to say to us?
What's the topic?
Okay. What is the topic? So you are waiting all this time and you do not know what the topic. All right. Hello?
Hello.
Yes, my friend. Go ahead.
You okay, yeah? CB, man.
This is Safaraz?
Yes, man.
So Safaraz, you know, I will give you the microphone and tell us, what do you think about Muhammad being a prophet? He go to his own son's wife and he flirt with her. What do you think about that? Do you do that?
No. The main argument is, CP, you have to look at the world. Look at the world. Look at the look at the West and look at Arabia. Who is producing the fruits? You can see the West, Christian countries are not producing any fruits. They have let the atheists and the LGBT take over Europe and USA.
Okay,
But
let's
the
talk
Arabs,
about.
they are very strict.
Okay, hold on. Is
Islam is
LGBT
strict.
is LGBT in Islam? This is not the Christian who they arguing. This is the atheist. Is LGBT or promoted to be imams in Islam?
The LGBT purport to be imams.
Yeah.
No.
Well, the hadith in front of you, it says that the Muslim, they came to the caliphate and they asked him about an imam who is a homosexual. And by the way, your prophet used to have a gay in his house. Umar, he have a gay. Ali have a gay. All of you and all his family are homosexual.
No,
But we will go,
no
we will
gays
go
there,
there
man.
later. So they come to the caliphate and they ask him about an imam who is praying, leading the prayer. And the Muslim, they are saying, Muslim like you, they are saying, we are praying behind of an imam who is a gay. Is that okay? Do you know what Umar he said? Oh, sorry, the Caliphate Uthman. He said, no problem. The hadith in front of you, read it.
I went to Uthman when he was busy and said to him, you are the chief of all the Muslims in general, and you see what has befallen you. We are led in Salah by a leader, fitting trials and affliction, etc. And we are afraid of being sinful in following him. Uthman said, Al-Salah, the praise is the best of all deeds. So when the people do good deeds with them and where they do bad deeds.
Yeah, why you stop?
Because I can't see the other part of the screen.
Okay, hold on. Let us see and take it off. Okay, now.
The good deeds, do the same with them, and when they do bad deeds, avoid those bad deeds. Al-Zuhri said, in our opinion, one should not offer salah be behind an effeminate person unless there is no alternative. Yeah, so it says in our opinion, one should not offer salah behind a effeminate person.
Yeah, in his opinion. What is the opinion of the caliphate?
The caliphate, but does it say gay here? Gay person.
The caliphate is a gay, right?
Where does it say that?
You see, in Arabic it says mukhannath, and the translation says feminine. So what effeminate mean? You tell me.
A weak person, a weak person.
A feminine person is a weak person. Is that really what it says?
A male person who is weak. He's like a weak in, you know.
You are Safara. I know. Like I speak to you, and I am assuming that you are a good person. Can't you be honest once? The word mukhannath. It just say he's weak. If he is a weak and he's a good person, what the problem? You said he's weak. This is coming from effeminate. This is not about being weak. He's a female guy. Why you want to lie? And now here you see that you Muslims, all of you are a bunch of gays, and they're proven in front of you. Those are Muslims coming to the caliphate complaining that this guy is tempting them. Read, leader of al-fitna, trial, affliction, etc. And we are afraid of being sinful on following him. So those Muslims are tempted by his ass. And here this is exposed that all and those who in the mosque, they claim that they are against it, but the fact they are looking and staring and they are being sinful. Do you see why a man will be tempted? Why a man will be tempted by the butt of a man in front of him, unless he is a gay himself. So you speak about homosexuality, yet the whole Quran and the Quran in front of you, show me where in the Quran it says that homosexual, they will not go to heaven. Go ahead.
No, I'm sure the death sentence in it for the homosexual people.
Shut up and answer. Show me in the Quran one place where it says homosexual will not go to heaven.
No, it doesn't say that.
Why?
Well, I don't know.
You don't know? Because your God is a gay. Was your prophet wearing his wife clothes? Was your prophet pissing like a woman? Was your prophet putting eyeliner 3 times? Yes or no?
The one where he wore the women clothes, that is not even true anyway. That is not true.
How you know? The hadith says he was wearing the clothes of Aisha.
No, you show me the hadith.
You see, you're trying to change topic now. We can show the hadith, and I know you will say I don't agree with it, but now focus with me. You're trying to escape the humiliation you brought yourself. The caliphate is saying it's okay if he is effeminate, pray behind him. So the first one in history who approved a gay priest, it was Islam, and the gay prophet, it was Islam, because your prophet was a gay. Let me ask you, did your prophet Muhammad promise you in heaven that when you go to heaven there's a market, and this market has nothing except images of men and women, and if you like the image, you like it, you go inside and have sex with it?
I've heard of something like that, but I don't know the context of that. I've heard of the hadith, but
okay, so you heard of it, and what is your opinion?
I've heard about the images that they can see images, but I don't know the full context of that hadith.
I just told you the context. I just told you. In the heaven, let me show you the hadith. Here we go. In the heaven, there is images of men and women, and if a man he like an image, he enter it. Do you see it?
Yeah,
he enter it. So what is the images? The images of men and women. And
yeah, the images of men.
Listen,
yeah.
And the customer is a man.
Yeah.
Okay, so who is going to enter the image of men and women? Man. Why a Mohammedan, his name is a prophet of Allah, he makes such a promise that there is a bazaar, market, Playboy magazine, a lot of images, maybe billions, and the images is only for men and women, but the customer is only the man. You see, if the bazaar have customers who they are female too, I would say, well, the female, she would choose the man image to have sex with him, and the male, he will have image of the female and have sex with her. But as you see, the hadith is so clear. Whenever a man desires sexually, an image, he enter it. Go ahead.
I've heard about this hadith, to be honest, but I never knew the full of it. You know, the full.
Now you stop saying the same thing. Now you know the full of it.
No, I'm saying there are going to be images. I know that.
So you enter it to have sex with it. Okay, how a man will enter an image of a man to have sex with it?
So let me input this. Images in market. Just give me 1 second, maybe. This is a link trace. Buying and selling so we have monetized images. Scholars say. Right.
Your Majesty,
It's
right.
Thank
you for saying it right. Yeah, and
then give me 2 seconds. No, give me two seconds. Right. This is a hadith here that you've just quoted now. Yeah, I've just read it on Islamic website. That says weak.
What week?
It's a week.
What week means?
It's a week. Hadith is a week.
Weak mean accepted.
No, weak means is weak. Is a crap.
Okay, I'm going to play an audio of Sheikh Hamza, who explained that weak hadith did not flunk, it passed.
Who's he? Sheikh Hamza. Who's he? Sheikh Hamza.
He's Sheikh Hamza. He's not. Are you Sheikh? You are not. You are shaky. So let me take you
Brother,
off.
Let me
Hold
answer your
on,
question.
shut up. You Muslims, when you when you're Muslim, they say that this is weak. The question is, are you saying to me that you Muslims are a bunch of liars? What does that mean? It's accepted. That's why it's weak. It's not rejected. Weak is accepted. It's not rejected. If I go right now and search for Sheikh Hamza, weak hadith. I don't know if my microphone can capture the sound because I'm playing it in the browser, not in the real YouTube. Let us see if that will work.
Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam.
Yeah, they have advertising, you know, the beggars, you know, pay us money. Yeah, let us pass this advertising. All right.
So when the ulama say it's a weak hadith, it passed. In other words, it's something that cannot be proven to not have been said by the Prophet.
Guys, did you hear it? Was the sound coming right? Did you hear what he said? Or I shall play it again. When the scholars they say weak hadith, that's mean it pass. It pass. Stop the game.
Margin of error is greater than in a Hasan or a Sahih. So how did the ulama deal with that? The ulama dealt with it by saying that for fadail al-a'mal, those actions that are virtuous, you could use a weak hadith if it was a virtuous action and it didn't relate to a hukm. In Aqidah, the opinion of the Ash'ari and the Maturidi is the hadith has to be mutawatir. That you can't. That's why a hadith like the Nur al-Muhammadi, which is
yeah, it's going now in more details. So the Da'if hadith, actually, this is why it's given a rank. Otherwise, Muslims will throw it in the garbage. You see, if this is not accepted, we throw it in the garbage. Why it is in the book? Because simply we cannot throw it in the garbage. Can we? We cannot. And actually, when Muslim they say this is da'if, that is not accepted, that's mean Islam is very selective and elective. That's mean you Muslim play games. And how in the world anyone will know what Islam is? Because what is da'if for you is sahih for somebody else. Do we have any Muslim have knowledge beside this Safaraz who is you know? So as you say, the Prophet he promise male and female, and we ask the Muslims, if we speak about homosexuality, the Bible have clear verses about who go to heaven, who's not. Very simple. But we cannot find one verse in the Quran against it that you go to hell. In fact, the Quran says aduhuma. How we aduhuma? If we go to the interpretation by the Muslim, the scholars, you throw sandals on them. That's it. But they are Muslims and they will go to heaven. And actually, every Muslim in heaven, he is promoted to be a homosexual, because the Quran says it clearly, whatever you wish. And you can watch my debate with many Muslim calls before, if we can call them debates. We asked the Muslims, what about somebody want to have sex with you, or the Prophet? He's a man. He said, so what? In heaven there is no sin. The Islamic heaven, there is no sin, which means anything is possible and sin is not exist. So you have sex with a male, it's okay. You have sex, I asked him about sex with your mother, he said it's okay. And he screamed at me, he said, what? You don't understand. In heaven there is no sin. Do we have anyone? Let us see this one. Hello? Hello? Mr. Judgment.
Hello?
Yes, my friend, you are live.
Hello? It's the same person. You kicked me off, and now you bring me on again.
Yeah, Mr. Judgment Day. So in the Judgment Day, what will happen to you? You will get extra meal to sleep with them?
TP, my argument from the start when I called you is a simple question. Why Christianity has not succeeded in this world, in the West?
We are succeeded everywhere. What are you talking
Look
about?
at your Christian countries, brother.
Listen. You are talking about the lost one. Those are you.
No, you're not listening to my question here.
Hold on. No, I listen. You are talking about, and look at you, how hypocrite you are. You are living in England because of those lost one. They are giving you permission to live there. So you should be thankful for them. It was those government who they are anti-Christianity is the one who gave you permission to live there. Is that correct? These lot have give me permission because I have always been here. I've always lived here. Okay, let me ask you. No, you did not always live here. You are from Pakistan. No, I'm not from Pakistan. I'm from here. You are British. From where? Where are you from? Where? What do you mean? Here. Okay, Britain. Open your camera. Born here. Are you ethnically from Pakistan? Yes or no? My parents are from Pakistan, but I'm not from Pakistan. I'm okay. So why if Pakistan is successful, why your family run away from Pakistan to live with government approved gays? At that time, when my family lived here, at that time, but now, what about now? What about now? Why you stay there? What? We've all been here. We've all been here. What always you been here? You came here. Listen, I'm asking you now. The government of England, they have a Muslim minister. Did you see him dancing in the festival of the gay and the lesbian? Which one? There's only one. The one who resigned just before. He resigned a week before Johnson. He supports homosexuality. He attend the festival of gays. We have here a congresswoman, two of them. They are Muslims. They were dancing in the festival for the homosexual. You Muslims are hypocrite. You Muslims are hypocrite. You are avoiding argument. In USA, you are avoiding argument. In USA, we are fighting against abortion. We as the Christians. And you, where are your Christian countries, CP? Where are your Christian countries? You voted for abortion. Where are your Christian countries, CCP? Where are your Christian countries gone? They've gone. Failed. What? Where are your Christian countries? UK was a Christian country. Christianity is not a country. Christianity is not a country. We are in the globe. This was a Christian country. England is a Christian country. Listen, stop saying, screaming, and being stupid. Christianity. I just posted a video a few days ago in Patreon. It was an interview with Mr. Lee, who was a prime minister of Singapore for many, many years. And the Buddhist or the Chinese Buddhist, they asked him, aren't you worried about a high number of educated people in Singapore converting to Christianity? He said, and he is not a Christian, he said, why I'm going to be worried? Christians are law-obedient citizens. Islam is a problem. So Islam failed everywhere. Islam failed to bring security to Muslims. Islam failed to bring justice to Muslims. If Islam failed to bring prosperity for Muslims. Go to Bangladesh, go to Indonesia, go to Pakistan, go to India, whatever Muslim they live. Go and go and go. And then when the Muslim they need security, they ask the Christians. When the Muslim need to free Kuwait, they ask the Christians. When the Muslim they want to defend the Muslims in Bosnia, they ask the Christians. This is the truth. You fail. And when the Muslim they get sick, they come to the Christians. Their prophet told them the medicine which is priceless, the negla seed. The negla seed is the solution for all disease, yet nobody believe in it. What happened to the camel urine? Nobody believe in it. So you Muslims, you fail. Christianity is flourishing. Do you know how many Christians in Afghanistan? Don't you notice I am an Arab Christian? Don't you notice that the son of the founder of Hamas, he became a Christian? You are collapsing. Did you watch the video of Yasser Qadi yesterday, where he said we have a crisis, our children are leaving Islam? So the Muslim, when they speak about success, we laugh. And you just said to me, hadith is da'if. I mean, even your religion does not have success to preserve what your prophet said. What a disaster. How you can preserve your religion if your books is full of fake stories according to you? You fail. You fail in everything. You fail in preserving the hadith. You fail to preserve the Quran. If we ask you now, okay, the hadith says, and the Muslim agree, that Allah gave the women order to do breastfeeding for adult 10 times. Where we can find the verse? What you will say to me? It's abrogated. Okay, abrogated by what? By 5 times. Okay, can you give me the verse of 5 times? Supposedly now they fix it. What? They fix it. It's fixed. So it was 10, and now it became 5. Where is the 5? And why this verse is not the Quran? The Muslim, they claim that the goat ate it. You see, this is a bigger lie. If the goat ate the verse, did the goat eat your memory? You fail. So you fail in preserving the Quran. The Quran, according to Umar, was equal, according to Aisha, was equal, the chapter of Al-Baqarah, equal to the chapter of Al-Ahzab, and even bigger Al-Ahzab. So in one chapter alone, you have more than 100 verses are gone. In one chapter. What happened? So you fail in every aspect. And then you speak about, you know, success. You live like a savage, and you will die like one. What about being clean? How you take a shower, Safaraz? Let me ask this guy. He's still with us. Hey, Safaraz, how you take a shower?
Huh?
Safaraz, do you take a shower like the kuffar, or you take a shower like a Muslim?
I use water, simple. Shower.
What do you mean you use water? Explain.
Shower, of course, isn't it?
What does that mean? Is shower is something kuffar made, or this is Islamic made?
It doesn't matter who made it. Who doesn't matter who made it.
Do you use shampoo?
Yeah.
Do you use shampoo? Okay, why you use shampoo? Why you don't do it the same as the Prophet did it?
There was no shampoo at that time. Simple.
Okay, read for me the hadith then.
Oh, you know what is, yeah, here we go again. You know, CP, yeah, you have
No,
failed.
You have failed. Listen, potato, listen.
CP, you have failed my debate. I called you regarding Christianity. Now you change the topic.
Because now you
change the topic all the time.
I'm not changing the topic. You are the one who mentioned it.
You have changed the topic. So answer my question.
I'm asking
answer my question. Where are your Christian countries gone? Where are your Christian countries gone? Where are your Christian countries gone?
All the world.
Where are your Christian countries gone?
All the kingdom belong to Jesus.
Where are your Christian countries gone?
All the world belong to Jesus.
Simple. Where are you, CP? Where are your Christian countries gone?
You don't even have a single Muslim country. You don't
look in Arabia. Look in Arabia.
Shut up. You don't have Arabia. It's not even a Muslim country. Shut up. If I take you right now to Dubai, where is the Muslims? If I take you now to Saudi Arabia, where is the Muslims? There's no Muslims in Saudi Arabia. All of you listen to music. Most of you are homosexual. Most of you are sex tourists. Most of you listen to music and play music. And not most of all of you. But the music is haram. And Muhammad, he says, those who play music, Allah will make them pigs and monkeys. You're a monkey, my friend. And now we're speaking about success. This is Muhammad taking shower. How Muhammad he take a shower? with women blood from period and dead dogs and stinking garbage. And you are asking where is the success of Christianity? And because you are terrified as a Muslim, you ban the Bible from your country. You ban anyone who want to preach the Bible in your country because you are terrified. You don't have a success. You see, if you are succeed, let people speak. What are you worried from? Let the Muslim be Muslim, and the one who want to be Christian, you know, let them go in the street and preach. Why are you afraid? Because you are terrified because Islam failed. When Muhammad he died, almost all Muslims left Islam. And then we have a war, it's called the war of apostate. Nobody want to believe in such a garbage man like this. He jumped in the mud like a pig. In a water have dead dogs and women blood from period. Mr. Safaraz, I have a serious question for you. Was your prophet a pig? I'm asking you. You are with us. Was your prophet a pig?
Look, you changed subject again. Why?
Not. I'm talking about the success. I'm talking about the success. The prophet.
The Arabian success, brother. The all Islamic nations. The all Islamic nations.
You name me atheist country. You name me atheist country in Arabia. You name me one atheist country in Arabia. Go on.
Just shut up. That is actually additional proof of your failure. Because when you don't allow them to say we are atheists, that's because we are a terrorist, not because they are not there. I mean, do you see the stupidity? This is your failure. This is not your succeed. You force people to be hypocrite. They don't dare to say we left Islam, but they are atheists. Here we go. We have the apostate prophet, very well known, and Abdullah Samir. Many Muslims, they have even channels on YouTube, and they speak loud and open, but they don't live in the Middle East. They don't live in Pakistan. So no one dare to say because you are a bad religion, not because you are good. This is additional proof that Islam is ugly and disgusting. They want to use a freedom against you, which you gave to them, but they will not give you freedom because they know Islam is weak. The second you start reading for them the sun set in murky water, and then you show them their stupid prophet agree, and he explained and he says yes, it's set in murky water. Yes, brother. Then the Muslim, they try to fix it. They say, brother, this was from the perspective of Zulkarnain. Are you sure? You fail. And when the hadith is sahih, you say it is not sahih. When the hadith is authentic, you say it's not authentic. Do you remember the previous hadith, what he said to me? It's not sahih in chain. Sahih in chain. Who knows the Quran better than Muhammad? Nobody. And what Muhammad said? The sun set in a muddy, hot, boiling water. That is your prophet. Right? And actually, one of your friends, I don't know if this is you, he says God increased them with their sin. The Muslim believe that God, he make you more sinner. If you go in the Quran, just to show you how evil, stupid Muhammad is, he said the following. Oh, I'm typing in English, sorry. Sometimes my keyboard switch by itself. All right. Read and love. Who is the one who make somebody not a believer? Allah. Who is the one who made a homosexual homosexual? It's a destiny. Allah. Don't you Muslims believe in destiny? Even the sin of Adam is a destiny. The thief is a destiny. The fornicator is a destiny. So homosexual is a destiny. He did not choose. In the top of that, who is the one who closed the heart of people so they will not believe? Allah. Read it. The chapter of the cow, because Muhammad was a Hindu, saying that Allah has set a seal upon their heart. So why Allah he sent the Prophet Muhammad if Allah is the one who set the seal? Somebody says the verse before they choose. We can show you all the verses. Here we go. Here we go. Actually, this is even more ugly. Those who you thank you for, guys, a Muslim, he says, look at this, look how smart this Abdul, he said. Like, just let me find your comment so I can put it in the screen. Guys, this Abdul Muslim, he says, verse before it, they choose. What they choose? No, they did not. What the verse saying, you tell them, you warn them, or you don't warn them, you are wasting your time. For Allah, he set a seal over their heart. I mean, do you see how stupid this religion is? Why they don't believe? Because Allah put a seal in their heart. So Allah saying to Muhammad, Muhammad is a fool. He's trying to explain why nobody want to believe in me. Because you are a donkey. Because you're an idiot. And this verse is proving that. So he's trying to give himself excuse. Why don't believe? Because Allah, he set a seal. So now, Muhammad now, he made a disclaimer. Not because I'm a stupid prophet and I say lies and stupid things and nobody want to accept. No, 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 no. This is not the reason. But because, brother, Allah, he put a seal in their heart. So you warn them or not, it doesn't matter. So he wanted to fix it. He wanted to fix the eye of Muhammad. He make it more blind. Any other Muslim you will give it a try? Let us see. We have another person. Hello.
Hello, Christian Prince.
You're welcome, my friend. You're live on air.
Yeah, just to let you know, I'm Christian. Is that fine? Yeah.
Sure, sure. Go ahead.
Thank you. Yeah, Christian Prince, it's been kind of a long time, and good to hear from you. And thank you for giving me the opportunity to speak with you again. So Christian Prince, I just want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart for what you are doing. I'm really happy that I get the privilege and as well as others to learn from you regarding the Islam. And to be honest with you, I haven't been gone to school for some time, but it is an honor to learn from you, as you have been a teacher after the Lord. And I really thank you that it has learning polemics on Islam has improved me in various aspects of my life. And just recently, because I learned from your references and how you reach out to Muslims, how you reach them out to Christ, I too applied the same. And I was really, really glad when Muslims eventually they left Islam and they left for Christ. And I really love the stream about you, about today's one regarding the division and how it is important for Christians to come in unity. And it is very important for us Christians to be united as one, because the Constantinople is one example that we really need to, if we as a Christians, that we need to learn from history, that we need to stick together as one and everything. And I really like the way you posted the references from the Quran, how like Satan wants to cause enmity between Christians, and which is an eye opening, because this is how the Muslim they devise us to bash one another, to cause divisions. And ever since that time, ever since I reflect on what's been said, I've been really, really aware about whenever Muslim they use these tactics to cause divisions.
You see, Christ, my friend, because he is Lord, and then all the forces of evil, even though they hate each other, they will be united against him. And this can be found in Luke chapter 23. So the pilots became a friend with each other, but yet in that very day, but before that day, they were enemy to each other. So if we allow them to be united just because they hate Christ, how in the world we allow them to divide us when we believe in Christ? You know what I mean?
Yes, that's true, CP.
They hate each other, yet just because they knew they are so weak, they are fighting the Lord himself. So they unite. So hate unite them. What about love? Unite us.
Amen to that.
So we as a Christian, a true Christian is the one, even if I don't agree with other Christian about something, I don't agree with love. And I am not God to send who to heaven, who to hell. So if I don't agree with you in something, as long you believe in the Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit, you believe in the crucifixion, the resurrection, you believe that there is no salvation except by Christ himself, he is the way and the only way. You believe in what Jesus said, that he is coming back, and he is the one who will resurrect the dead, and he is the one who will take us to heaven. You are a Christian. I have no right to say to you, you are not. If you believe in the book of Luke, the book of Mark, the book of John, the Bible, the gospel, you are a Christian. The one who brings other scriptures, he is not. The one who denied that Jesus is the Son of God, he is no Christian. Who is the Antichrist? The one who denied Jesus Christ to be the Son of God. So the answer is very simple for unity. Unity always will make the devil angry, and the Bible make it clear. There's no Hebrew, there's no Greek, there's no free, there's no slave. For all of us, we are one, united by his name. That is the Messiah. Anything else, my friend?
I meant that, CP. The thing is, honestly, to be honest with you, if I haven't come to know about you, I would have before in my former life, that is, like, you know, I used to bash Catholics, my Catholic brothers and sisters, because of what I've been told about. But after coming to know about you, after coming to hear about what you teach and everything, it is really truly an eye-opening. And ever since then, I've been loving my Catholic brothers and sisters. And you know, it's kind of true what you said, because who fought against the Islamic invasions, Crusaders? If not for the Crusaders, the whole world would have been Islamized. And that's the fact. That's a fact we agree on. Exactly. And not to mention, they gave
a precious blood. They gave a precious of blood to save us from Muhammad evil.
Yes, CP, and not to mention, like, you know, when you shared to us, like, you know, it doesn't matter of Protestant or Catholic or Orthodox. The moment you say you believe in Jesus, the Muslim, they don't care if you're a Protestant or Catholic or Orthodox. They don't care. They will just behead you. They will just kill you. And that is why that is an example why we must unite, why we must remember that we are brothers and sisters. And I really, really thank you for that, Christian Prince. And if I was a leader, if I always have this in my mind, that in my heart and mind, that if I was a leader, I would really broadcast your channel, broadcast your live stream videos all over the world, all over the nation. And that's why I'm doing my best to, while I'm nobody now, but I'm doing my best to share to others, to post references of everything. And God willing, if the Lord tarries, I would love to translate in my own mother language, my mother tongue. And yeah,
what is your mother tongue?
I'm Nepalese.
Okay, well, I will be happy to hear that. Feel free to translate, and when you have it ready, let me know so we can tell everybody.
Thank you, Christian Prince, and please keep up the good work, brother, and God bless you. And please don't stop. And whenever you say that you wish that you wake up, that you don't hear this garbage, but you gotta do it at times. That really hit me hard, because
somebody has to do it.
Exactly.
All right,
Who would have done it?
God bless you.
Thank you, Christian Prince, for this opportunity. God bless you and everyone in the stream.
Thank you. So here we have a guy. He is a fraud. His name is Podester Felon. He's a felony. I give you opportunity to prove your lie. You said read the Roman Catholic have different gospel. You are a fraud. Actually, I saw one before. He said the Catholic, they changed the 10 commandment. Go read it. My friend, they are liars. Never believe those garbage people. They are liars. They are deceivers. This is the same guy who said Muhammad is a prophet. Mr. Felony didn't have a different gospel. I have all printed here. When I was a kid, I went, my family, they are Orthodox. But they are not like other people who they are like, oh, don't go here. They don't, as long you are going to a church and the priest is a good person, it's a good place. So I study in every single church, since I was a kid. And this is why I know that what they say is absolutely a lie. When I was a kid, I went to the Orthodox, to the Catholic, to the Protestant, and I did not see the difference. They are liars. They are false. They are hypocrite. They are satanic, trying to deceive you and divide you. Unity is from Christ. Division is from the devil. Believing in Jesus, what unites us. Not believing in a bishop. Not believing in a pope. Or a patriarch. It doesn't matter what a church name. Never, never, never trust the man. We trust the Lord. In the case of a true believer, if you go to the book of Philippians, you will see that everything sync together happen according to Christ. When the believers, they have a good heart and their heart with the Lord. But if your heart is with the devil, then you do what the devil does. From their fruits you shall know them. I'm very grateful for the Protestant, for the Orthodox, for the Catholic, for anyone who preach the gospel and he bring people to Christ. As an example, the Catholic is the one who made a great effort to make South America become a Christian. Philippines, many places. Protestant, they send missionaries. Orthodox, Russia is an example. So we are united and the devil is angry. As we said, the pilot was so in enmity with his friends, all the pilots. The second Jesus came, they became united in that day because they hate him. And all those who like to divide you, they serve one purpose: Satan. You see, who's going to be upset if we see the Christians, like the brother who called right now? He said he used to bash the Catholic before. Okay, what happened? Why you used to bash the Catholic before? You don't know. They say to you that the Catholic, they pray to Mary. It's a lie. I'm not a Catholic, but I know the prayer. Actually, what they are quoting is a verses from the Bible. What the angels, they say to Mary: Shalom to you, Mary, blessed you are between the women. And then when they say pray for us, they are asking her to pray for her, for them. She is not God. So they lie to you in order to separate you, so you will have misunderstanding of each other. And then another person who's supposed to present the Catholic Church, but he is not, even if he's a priest, by the way, he say lies about the Protestant. That is Muhammad. Those who do those things are Mohammedan, serving the devil Allah. Be aware, my friend, of false teachers. The important is one, that is the Messiah. Anything else is not important. Christian Prince is not important. I cannot save you. I'm not the one who will save you. Do we have any other question? Joshua, Catholicism teach adultery? Oh, okay. Well, I don't know. What I know is the opposite. But I understand you are stupid and you are saying that because they have an icon, they are worshiping the icon, but nobody worship icon between the Catholic. Every simple kid, he knew that this is just a picture, and you are a liar. I don't agree with it. I don't have a problem with icons and even statues if they are just art. But even if somebody, let us say, he pray in front of it, he is not an evil person, and he is not a Christian no more. Because all of us will commit sin. If this is a sin, consider it a sin, no problem. But even that sin is done because they are good-hearted and they love Jesus. So you are a liar. People who commit adultery is people who worship idols, and not a single Catholic worship stones. They worship Jesus. Go change your name and come back. We'll block you, coward. Anyone want to say something to you, ask him where is the proof. What do you think about the Pope? The Pope is a person. He can be good, he can be bad. But for me, I don't listen to them. When Jesus says listen to them, but don't do as they listen what they say, but don't do what they do. He was talking about people in his time. So why the Pope is important for you? This is a government. This is politics. And there are people who do bad and good. So who is the Pope? Nobody. What about, we ask about your priest? Is there a difference between somebody is famous and somebody is infamous? You go to your priest, you ask him, what do you think about homosexuality? He will answer all the questions except the one you ask. What do you think about Islam? Right away he will say to you, they are Abrahamic. He is an Orthodox, he is a Protestant, he is a Catholic. Most of them, they say the same stupid answer. How come you don't judge them? Guys, do we understand? Why you focus in one person? Why you don't see the tree in your eye? The Pope is nobody. He himself, he confess his sin every service. He himself, he have to pray. He need to ask God for forgiveness for his sin. Look like people, they forgot what is the position of each person. The Bible says clearly, all men are sinners. All. Well, he said that because he is doing politics. That means he is lying. We just said, but there's not only the Pope. He says that there's many Protestant. Okay, do you remember the video I just made a few weeks ago? The guy, he went to the mosque of Yasser Qadi. He's a Protestant. How come that did not make you upset? There's a channel, it's called Einstein, sorry, not Einstein, I forgot, Einstein, something like this project. Most of those who speak in the channel, they are priests, who they are Protestant, and they are praising Islam. There's one, supposedly she is a Catholic nun. None of you get upset. Where is the Christian churches to make videos about them, to expose them, that they are false liars? None of you. So why you focus on it when a Catholic did it, but you don't see it when you do it, when you do it? So my friend, we are here to expose the liar. Doesn't matter who they are. The Pope is a liar, he's a liar. But that will not make the Catholic not a Christian. He is not the Catholic. If your bishop in your church, he was a child molester like Muhammad, can I say you are a child molester too? The Lord said, from their fruits you shall know them. As simple as that. Christianity is a belief where a person judge by his fruit, not a group. It's an individual relationship with God, not a group. It's not a pope, it's not a bishop, it is you and God. When you are too much interested in a famous person, you need to ask yourself why you are even listening to him. If he's bad, look like you are interested in the bad one. If I do something wrong, what do you have to do with me? Let us say this guy, Christian Prince, he did really something horrible. Are you going to say Christianity is bad now because of Christian Prince? Who am I? Nobody. My sin is my sin. What people they do, they try to judge almost 1.5 billion people by a person. How come you don't remember the Pope before him who said Islam brought nothing? Muhammad, he brought nothing except evil. But no, we don't remember that one. We remember this one. We remember only the one we don't like, so we can bash them, right? Yeah. Any other question? So guys, do you like the software? Because if you like it, I might buy it and use it for my broadcast. What do you think? Is it good? Don't follow, never follow a priest. Follow Jesus. You will be fine always. The priest can be hypocrite. The priest can be a person he is a worried to lose his business, his job. You go, you ask them, what do you think about homosexuality? They will answer anything except that question. You know right away then they are fraud. What do you think about Islam? Hey, God, he loves everybody. This is not the question. I'm not asking you that God love, and we know God love everybody. You're not telling me something new. Is that a news? Actually, I'm using a $10 microphone. Oh no, not actually. This is $19. And I'm attaching. You know those things you attach to your like chest. Those little ones. Very cheap one. $20. Yeah. And I have it attached to my my cup. So guys, display is because we are using now the unpaid version of it. It's for free, so I need to upgrade so we can have it better quality. All right, so this is like maybe this time, maybe tomorrow I will make a full account with them, because I'm looking still to see which one really is good to use. The other one I try to use, each time I go live it doesn't go through. I don't know why, so we will see. Yeah, because as I said, this is a free broadcast. Do you see? Because it says it's, you know, StreamYard logo. The reason is there because it's for free. So they are giving us a lower pixel. I don't know, from my side, when I look at my phone, actually I can read very fine. Let me see, maybe your internet is bad. Let me check again, because I opened from my side, it was fine. Yeah, let us see here. Yeah, it's not really, it's not bad quality. No, it's not. Maybe your internet is bad. You know, maybe you need to increase your I don't know, because from my side, you see, you have to choose. If you are watching from your phone, you have to choose the highest quality. You know, it says the current video actually is not bad. The current video says 720. 720 is good. That's not bad. So I think you have a bad internet. This is why you don't see it good. But anyway, that we will make it higher when we go for paid version of it. Yeah, you need to change your resolution. In YouTube, you can click, if you are using the phone, there's a 3 dots. You can click at those 3 dots and then choose higher quality. Choose higher quality, because in my phone I see it fine. Well, we said many times, my friend Floyd, that you need to subscribe to Patreon. It's for free. It's for free, you know. Subscribe to Patreon, and then you will receive a notification. Are you working in Quran translation? Sometime I'm not, because you know, writing is not easy. You need to be in the mood. No, it's not that easy. Yeah, and my is good. It is at 720, and it's fine. It's very fine, actually. I can read clearly. And now we learn actually how to zoom in with this thing, so it's not bad as before, you know. And actually, even I can zoom more, which is good. Perfect. I cannot complain. And now we can take calls easier than Skype. Yeah. All right. Any other question before we finish for today? You know, I live in the Middle East, and I know the Middle East very well. The Muslim, they claim the decency. Go to Egypt, drugs everywhere. Belly dancing is a #1 business. Saudi, they come to Egypt for what? To see the the museum or the ancient buildings? No. They come to prostitution. Do you remember the video I showed you by a doctor from Saudi Arabia? She said 46% of the children's or the people of Jeddah, they had sexual relationship, either male to male or female to female, and mostly is done as incest in the family. 46%. The video is there. If I remember the percentage correctly, you can check it out to be accurate. So in the appearance, it's a religious country. It is, you know, and if somebody do something, right away the police will arrest him. But behind the walls, story is different. Drugs, prostitution. You know, you will see a Saudi person, he go all the way to Philippines or Indonesia. And then he asked for a driver. And then he interviewed the driver. If he is a gay, they hire him. If he is a gay, they hire him. Why? Because gay will not have a child after 9 months and expose what he did. He's safe. And a gay will not dare to go to the police and report because he knew what will happen to him. So in either way, he's protected. Their favorite employee is a gay, so they can sleep with them. Indonesia lost 1,200 maids in Saudi Arabia alone. They are missing, gone, which means they are dead. And then Indonesia stopped allowing any employment to Saudi Arabia. And those who they are from Indonesia, they know what I'm talking about. You can search it on the internet. What they do, they go and bring those poor Indonesian. They sleep with them. The woman now, she is going to deliver a baby. He cannot do that. So what he would do? He take her, he kill her, he dump her in the desert, and then he go to the police. He claim that the maid, our maid, she stole my wife jewelries and she ran away. And Saudi Arabia desert is almost in the size of Europe. Who is going to find the missing maid? And who care? She's a maid. She's a sex slave. It's a place of slavery, and they speak about succeed. And how succeed? We have only Muslims, because you kill anyone who dare to say is not. And here, by the way, you see the hypocrisy of the world. If a woman, she is missing and she is American, the whole world will look for her. But if she is a poor Indonesian, who cares? That's the truth. You see, discrimination is part of our law. If I go with my Arabian passport or American passport, which one is the one will give me open ways, open road? Every airport in the world will welcome me just because I have American passport. They discriminate you. So discrimination still exists. And why American? You know, those guys have money, and they're welcome. The Saudi, they used to give them, you know, a diplomatic visa. Imagine the guy, he don't even have high school. He's not even working in the government. The USA used to give them diplomatic visa just because they are rich coming from Saudi Arabia. Which means if a Saudi person here run over you by his car, a police cannot arrest him. He had diplomatic visa. They deleted this diplomatic visa after 9/11. If a Muslim from Bangladesh, when I come to America, who give him visa? Nobody. If he is from Qatar, Everybody welcome him. You see how discrimination works? They discriminate you when you are poor. They discriminate you when you are from certain even ethnic. The discrimination is, go to Saudi Arabia and see how they treat somebody is black and how they treat somebody is white. Search right now Morocco. African, black African in Morocco. See how they treat them. And Morocco is in Africa. Or in Libya. In Libya they have camps for slaveries until now. And this potato Safara is talking about success. A lot of success, my friend. What about success of ethic? You know, the Muslim, they say, do you know the European, what they do in Europe? What they do in Europe? Don't you know, Christian friends, what did you see? There's women, they go in the you know, in the beach without bra. Did I show you what the Muslims do in the Middle East? Under Islamic government, where the law is so strict, supposedly. Will I show you? In Egypt, a person preaching the gospel, they attack his house, they want to burn the house, they are so upset. The Muslims are upset, my friend. He, you know, he's destroying the society. If I search right now for dance where? Anywhere in the Middle East, I just choose Arabic. Just choose Arabic. What you will see. MashaAllah. Aman Rabbi Aman. Look, this is for adult. It's not good for you to see. Let us stop this. This is the religion. This is after the tough law. This is after what they have a very strict. This is a very religious religion, brother. This is the Middle East. Drugs, hashish, prostitution. Go to Morocco. Go to the Gulf. If I type one word, just one, in Google, in YouTube, what I will find? Praise be to Allah. And some of it you cannot even watch because it is over, you know, I mean, haram, brother, haram. This is the country of haram and halal. Yeah, mashallah, mashallah. May Allah bless you. Yeah, that's a very hard move. And most of them actually, I just type a word, ma'laya, and look, they are even, you have to sign in order to see them because they are horrible. And who is the one who's watching? The sheikh. You see, all the videos are blocked. YouTube blocked them. You have to sign in, confirm your age in order. Look at this. Look at the sheikhs around and the women dancing in the middle. And then those women, when they shake their ass, they put money in their bra. MashaAllah, MashaAllah. They succeed, brother, they succeed. So what the appearance, Islam is like a grave. The appearance is like a marble, like a grave, you know, the outside they put marble, granite, but the inside is a grave. It is a grave. Well, Al Jazeera, they are talking about Islamophobia. What about the phobia of speaking free in Qatar? Their prince, the terrorist who support Al Qaeda, and he have his grandfather in jail. Do you know how his father became a prince? The grandfather, who was the prince before them, he went to visit. He came back home. They arrested him in the airplane. They put him in jail. And this is how the son. Look how shameful they are. Jazeera TV. You know, in Pakistan, which is part of India, they have they bring a kid. Go watch the BBC interview with Taliban about Bachabazi. They bring a boy, they called him Bachabazi, and they enjoy listening to them dancing. They dress him like a girl, and this is what they do in Pakistan, you know. And then they say that we have a religion. What we have? We have a religion. Bachabazi. Let me find it for you. I don't know the name of the video. I'm trying to find it. The Bachabazi thing. Look, I found this one. 59 years old being sold for marriage to 55 years old. Where? You know where. Sold. Maybe some of you can find the documentary made by the BBC. What about the documentary made by Iranian women about prostitution in Iran? So they succeed. The most evil land. They have a lot of success. A lot of success, my friend. They dress boys as girls. I found different. I did not find the same one, but obviously everyone knows about it. Afghanistan dancing boys, Bachabazi. They make them dress like girls, those poor kids. They forced them to dance in the front of those terrorists, and after that they rape them. This is Afghanistan, and this is Pakistan. Look at the Mujahideen, brother. Do you see the Mujahideen, brother? They have a boy. He is dancing, brother. What do you want more? Huh? What do you want more? This is a true religion, brother. This is how a true religion functions. Look at the beard. Look at this guy wearing the Arabian clothes. This is a boy, by the way. This is not a girl. You see the one in yellow in the top? This is a boy. Sick. Sick. The most sick religion ever. Look at this sickness. Look. And then Safaraz, he speak about homosexuality. And he speak about success or success. This is his country. Dancing boys. And they sleep with them. In the documentary actually made by the BBC, after they bring the boy, the sheikh, the biggest one of them, he take the boy to rape him. Somebody saying Arabian Prophet, Catholic, asked Mary to pray to them when Jesus is at the right hand of the Father for one purpose. It is interact to us. How can Catholic ask Mary instead of Jesus when Mary cannot hear them? My friend Abuna, that's very false argument, because don't you ask people to pray for you? Secondly, the Orthodox and the Catholic, they believe that Mary is alive, and they believe she was resurrected, and if she is dead, her spirit is alive. So they ask Mary to pray for them. We ask you to pray for me, you ask me to pray for you. I mean, do you see how silly some people? I'm not putting you down, by the way, Abuna, but what you say is really silly. Pray for me, pray for this guy, I have a prayer request, the Bible is full of it. Ask the saint to pray for you. You people do not read the Bible, you call yourself Abuna? Pray for us, not pray for you. So she's praying with you now. She herself, she's a believer, and because she is the mother of Jesus, when Mary, she said to the Messiah that the wedding is out of wine, and this is the reasoning they asked Mary to pray for them. The Lord, he says, it's not my time yet, women. It's not my time to do miracles now. Yet she was sure he will do it. So she said to the servant, do as he say. So a believer, he believed that the Lord, he listened to Mary. I believe in that too. They listen to Mary. But I'm not going to pray, asking Mary to pray for me. I'm going to ask everybody to pray for me. And I will pray to the Lord directly. All the prayer anyway is going to the Lord. Asking a person to pray for me, I'm not avoiding the Lord. This is your false argument, my friend. People, they have a very shallow thinking. Very shallow. Any other question before we finish for today? Anyone? I finish today and I say all the Christians, doesn't matter what church they belong to, as long as you believe in the Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit, you believe in the crucifixion of Jesus, you believe in the Trinity as the Bible taught us, you believe that Jesus is only the way and the only salvation, you believe that Christ is coming back and he will resurrect us from death, you believe that the dead is burying the dead, but we are alive with Christ, you believe that there's no free, there's no slave, there's no Greek, there's no Hebrew, for all of us we are united by Christ. If you believe, you are Christian. If you don't, you are not. I don't care what the name of the church you go to. I don't even want to know it. All those churches are not exist as a name in the Bible. All of us, we have one name, is a Christian. So if you are a Catholic, I advise you, from now on, you call yourself Christian. If you are Protestant, call yourself Christian. If you are Orthodox, call yourself a Christian, for there's no name is better than the name of Christ. If you have a better name, let me know. Just let me know. So a person who believes in Jesus, he cannot be proud of anything except Christ, and that will make you. This is what the Bible calls us, Christian. We are Christians. So my friend, I say, be Christian, don't be a sect. Don't be a Catholic, don't be a Protestant, don't be an Orthodox. Be Christian and follow Jesus. Never trust a priest, never trust me. I am nobody, I am a sinner. Always put your trust in the Lord. Man, he changed. Man, he commits sin. Man, he has lost. Man, he loved money. Man, he committed crimes. Man, he lied. Jesus don't. Never put your trust in a priest or a bishop or a pope or any man, including me. The one who trusts a dead person is a fool. The living Lord is the only one can be trusted for now, for the future, for your salvation. When you invest, and investment here is not about money. When you invest with the living God, not with the dead man. Those who follow priests, they are investing with the dead man. The Messiah said, let the dead bury the dead. If you do not know what does that mean, that means you and me, we are dead already. It's just a matter of time. So why you want to trust the dead? And do you know what dead mean? Dead mean that he commits sin. The only one who died in the cross, he never commits sin, it was the Messiah. The rest, all of us, we are dead because of sin. Death is the wage of sin. So why you trust a man who his wage is death, which is a payment for sin? Be smart, be vigilant, and follow no one except him. I want to say thank you all for being here, and leave your comment please if you like this kind of broadcast. If yes, we can subscribe to one of those companies and we can use it from now on for our podcast. God bless you. And if you like to join us, if you are not receiving notification, as some of you complain, you know that YouTube does not favor my channel. I cannot even keep my videos for long. So join in Patreon. You do not need to make donation. You know, it's for free. At least when I make a post, I'm going live, you will receive notification to your phone if you install the app in your phone, and to your email. In case you do not install the app in your phone, still your email will receive notification. So subscribe there, and then you will have no issue with notifying yourself. Thank you very much for being here. May the Lord bless you, and until we see you soon again. This is your brother Christian Prince who was serving you for today, and I'm very thankful for all those who called us. And as long as we are using a program like this, it's easy to take calls, and we will do it. Thank you, and God bless you. Take care.